How to dehumidify honey. Well, I have a few hives and I make some honey every year for my own use, usually 100 pounds or so. And I plant a lot of coral vine for the bees because it produces a lot of honey where I live. But sometimes it's not completely capped, or there's too much cabbage palm and it's high humidity. So that's pretty easy to tell that there's something going on here. If you loosen the lids on your bottles, you'll hear them pop a little bit. Well, that one doesn't want to do it. Anyway, so I figured out after reading online that you could dehumidify it using a dehumidifier. So I use a cardboard box and a heating pad under it to warm the honey, because it's going to be cold, dry air coming out of this dehumidifier. And this is an old whirlpool that I've had for years and years. I use it sometimes when my grandson and I go camping, and I've taken the cooling element and rotated it 90 degrees so that I can blow air across it and use it as an air conditioner in our tent. And the heat, of course, comes out the front of the unit here. And it's a fairly dry winter here in Florida, so this should be a good time to dry honey. If you look at the other end where the room air comes in, I've installed a fan to blow air across the cooling fins and take the humidity out. And since when we're camping, the water can drip right on the ground, it's no big deal. Here it's going to drip into the sink. So the normal pan would go here that you empty, but since I've modified this dehumidifier, we'll have to make do with what we have. And so let me just plug the thing in here, and we'll see the fan take off and blow some cold air, cold dry air. It's 39% in the house today because we've had a cold front, and I'll put my bottles of honey in here and see if I can dry them out in a day or two. Thanks for watching. Of course, I'll put a lid on this to completely block off the chamber with a few areas that the air can get out. But here's my lid. It's an old political sign. So anyway, that's the dehumidification chamber.